Hi, good day everyone, and welcome to Spectra 2025, organized by 3AI. I am Rajan Gupta, Director of Data Science and AI/ML at Deutsche Telekom, and I'm joined today by Urvinder, Data Science and ML Practitioner at Linde, and Biswajit Pal, Director Data Science and a leading practitioner. We all represent the advisory forum at Spectra, and we thought that why not to give you a glimpse of what to expect at this event. Now, AI has massively kind of transformed the world, and it is still continue to do that. Every day you hear about new inventions, new kind of impacts that are emerging. And the basic reason behind that has always been time to produce data, which is getting lower and lower every day. And thanks to digitization and the infrastructure upgrades that we are seeing with the advent of hardware technology in combination with software technologies and the applications, this technology is creating a massive impact in different directions. Now, think about this strategic initiatives by US when they announced about the Stargate. That was a $500 billion entity. That was a $500 billion opportunity that was created. Similarly, recently there was an announcement of Stargate in UAE with a $20 billion opportunity. And with emergence of AI Hub in Middle East, which gives us a glimpse of the opportunity of around 300 or rather $3.4 trillion, it is really becoming an important aspect of the economic turmoils that we are seeing around the world. Similarly, if you look at the different kind of technology players, different kind of large scale enterprises, where the implementation has picked up scale. You talk about the large language models, all the big players are kind of in the race of creating more advanced technologies within these models, whether it is large language models, large reasoning models, large action models. They can think, they can plan, they can reason, and they can execute multiple types of tasks. And on top of that, we are also seeing the multimodality coming into consideration big time. Just look at a couple of days back when the AI technology news was all over the place by Google and Microsoft. Google has integrated Gemini across search, workspace, Chrome, Android, and whatnot. Microsoft backed open agents with Copilot upgrades and new web standards. NVIDIA launched GRU Dreams and NVLink Fusion for humanoid scale compute. And OpenAI acquired John Eve's IO company to build a screenless AI device from scratch. Enterprise, that means, are looking into a lot more implementations, and these tech companies are taking care of it. However, this is also impacting the way we are looking at the different aspects around us. World Economic Forum projects that AI, including generative AI, will create over 97 million new jobs by 2025 or maybe even 26. Similarly, McKinsey Global Institute estimates that by 2030, generative AI and agentic AI could contribute to the creation of 20 million to 50 million new jobs worldwide. That means we are looking at the impact on the professional level. We are looking also at the impact at the environmental level when we see a lot of carbon footprints, a lot of change management is happening around us. We are looking at the technological impact. And all of this calls for a massive gathering to understand and execute AI in various forms. So I welcome you all to the event where we'll be focusing on three key pillars within the themes that has been strategically designed for all of you to understand, get insights of how the leaders around India and the global arena are thinking about it. So from that perspective, we will be dividing the 3 days on focusing three major themes. One is on the strategic side, one is on the implementation side, and one is on the impact side. And to talk more about each themes, I would now hand it over to Urvinder to pick up what all we can expect on the strategic side.
Yeah, thank you, Rajan. So if I talk about, I just wanted to add few pointers to what great pointers you added. Like as per the latest report by India AI Revolution from Ministry of Electronics and IT, they stated that BCG and NASCOM has done one study, and they have published that over the course of time, the AI market in India will be growing by a CAGR of 25 to 30%. And this is a complete, or rather a foolproof potential that a lot of new innovation will be there, a lot of new job creation will be there in the space of AI. And this is a very, very strategic move. I also wanted to add, like, the Indian government is taking a lot of strategic actions because that is the first and the most important pillar with respect to the Viksit Bharat by 2025. They're what they are aspiring is about like global AI powerhouse, where they want to make India as a global AI powerhouse with respect to economic growth, governance, societal progress, etc., using all types of cutting edge technology encompassing and navigating across AI. And we can also see where various other steps which the government is taking, like they have initialized with various AI center of excellence in the in the field of healthcare, in the field of agriculture, in the field of sustainable cities, and all are basically being hubbed in New Delhi. And recently, we also saw that the most important thing is in terms of education. And in the this particular financial year, we saw that there's a grant of around 500 crores, and it also helped us to set up AI for education, center of excellence in terms of education. So this also gives a clear motivation for us that yes, AI is there to stay and it is here to impact a lot of things. And if we say that in this era where everyone is talking about AI, we also know there's potential, like AI can reshape the complete industry, the complete enterprise overnight. And behind this thing, strategy isn't just a plan. It is, I would say, it is a compass for turning the disruption into opportunity. So therefore, I would say that strategy is very, very important when it comes to implementing anything. So it is the first and the foremost pillar. And as we say that strategy is a bedrock of sustainable AI, over the course of time, we'll be able to understand and we'll also discuss and we'll take away with respect to what is the discovery. We'll hear about these key impacts from various industry leaders with respect to discovery as to how they identify high impact opportunities, how they navigate risk. We'll also understand about the roadmaps, what are the different frameworks, how they scale a pilot project to a scalable solution at a global level, at an enterprise level, how they increase the adoption of it. What are their, you can say, long term aspirational goals, how they look at a particular technology, how it will impact and how will it move over the period of time, how it will, you can say, change and impact each and every domain in every industry. Also, the most and important thing, we'll also understand about the data governance aspect, how we can inbuild trust into the organization with respect to AI, how we can make the AI solution more responsible, more ethical, and how we can make the data more, you can say, governed in the such a way that we can know that what data is what. So these are all the important strategies that we will be discussing, and you will be getting it a depth of understanding how strategy plays a very important role. I also wanted to add that strategy is only in mind on papers or on presentations, but it doesn't give a sense until and unless it is implemented. So, therefore, I say that implementation is the key aspect of AI in action.
Right. Thanks, Urvinder, for giving us a glimpse of what to expect on strategy. You rightly said implementation is key, and when we are moving from a long-term goal to a more midterm to a near-term goal, from that perspective, we have to understand that how exactly we can implement. As leaders, as professionals, we all need to understand there are three phases through which we go through the implementation. It's cracking the initial phase, which is 0 to 1, then getting stabilized, which is 1 to 10, and then scaling up from 10 to 100. So from those perspectives, you will all get a glimpse of what are the different kinds of technical architectures that supports these journeys, what are the different kinds of execution workflows that can help you to execute any of the AI use cases. You'll also learn about various business and technical frameworks that can help you to implement faster and in a more efficient manner. With respect to AI specifically, we see there is a large chunk of technological innovations going around large language model space and the inventions and the innovations around it. Hence, what are the selection criteria? Not just with respect to the technology, but also with respect to the vendors, with respect to the products. There's a splurge of different kind of AI products that are emerging nowadays. So from that perspective, what should be the implementation strategy and how you select those frameworks and business models would be key aspects that would be getting covered up. But implementation alone is not enough. You have to look into a lot of impacts that it can create from different perspectives. And I invite Biswajit Pal to talk more about it.
Thank you, Rajan, and thank you, Urvinder. As Rajan mentioned, the third theme of Spectra is impact, right? Now, just like my two previous speakers, let me also start off with a couple of interesting stats. Number one is during the Q3 2024 earning call, Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, announced that 25% of the new code in the company is generated by AI. The second stat is around Accenture. So Accenture has earned $2 billion in revenue just from generative AI last year. Now, what does this say? This say that the new age of AI technology has now moved from a sandbox environment to a more production and deployment space. And that is leading to a significant impact for all possible genre of organizations. Keeping this in mind, we have categorized the impact section into three parts. Number one is around revenue growth, which will impact the top line of the company. Number two is around operational efficiency by automation and optimization, which will lead to a more productivity gain. And the third one is around strategic impact, which will drive the competitive advantage. Based on this, we have a hell lot of curated session around how we can measure happening due to the changes or transformation. What are the key KPIs and OKRs for all the AI projects? What kind of change managements are required? And also, there will be sessions around case studies for successful adoption. And all these sessions will be presented to you in different formats, like monologue, duologue, panel discussions, masterclasses. So look forward for an antholic journey of learning for the next 3 days, and you will get a full-blown understanding of the current AI landscape, right from discovery or strategy, implementation, and impact.
Thank you, everyone. And we hope that you will have a good learning experience for the next 3 days.